And it begins. Reload page. Go to this thing here. Edit. And our Noita. 2019. Playlist select. Scoot this over to social media. Go here. Throw into this. Oops. Wait a minute. What the hell happened? No, delete. Okay, there. That's fine. Yep, put that in. Okay, put this down here so I can see that it's still alive. Okay. And we are back again with some Noita. So, I am going to probably switch over to... I'll probably switch over to Cyberpunk here at some point tonight. Like, I want to play some Noita because I'm just helplessly addicted. I have secret things I am trying to uncover, and I must know what they are. A perfect analogy of this would be a character holding his or her hands in a ball as though they had a object or creature in their hands that they were looking at. And another character gets all excited and is like, I want to see. And then the first character holding their hands together kind of like, puts the hands closer to the other character's face, and then all of a sudden, wham! Hits the second character in the face. And then they walk off, and the second character's just sitting on the ground holding their face like, ow! That's what this feels like. That's what these surprises in Noita feel like. It's like I went through that portal on stream the other day, and it took me literally 10 feet to the dock above. And it was like, portal to a faraway place. 10 feet away. And I was like, you motherfuckers! Not gonna lie, I was very, very salty. But I did say that pretty much all surprises and secrets and things that are hidden in this game generally are dangerous, bad things that hurt you. Or are silly haha fuck you jokes like, oh hey, faraway place is 10 feet away. It's like, you motherfuckers. I feel like, as mean-spirited of a rebuttal as this is, I would just kind of look at the devs and be like, and your success with this video game is gratuitous, big, giant numbers of 5. How does being at nearly the bottom of the sales ladder feel, assholes? But, that's a mean-spirited rebuttal and is not warranted necessarily. But I want to say that people take one look at this game and they're like, yeah, that's not for me. They'd rather play Fortnite and EA Sport and Race Game and Shoot 'em Up Bigums militarymen, 2008 million, and final fantastical 9270,000, and Overwange or Team Fortress 2 with the hats, or basically Hat Simulator 2024. There's, you know, everybody has their preferred game. You know, there's probably somebody out there who just plays Mario 64 all day, every day, and they're just like, bro, you guys are weird and crazy. This game's perfect as shit, and I've never stopped playing it since it came out in 1996. But, yeah. This game, I have a love-hate relationship with it, because on the one hand, I really do like seeing the new shiny things, even when they explode in my fucking face and shower my eyes with shrapnel as a result of me seeing what they do. Which, as I said, is a frequent occurrence that, oh hey, you found the shiny new thing! Now watch as it kills you. Which I suppose is kind of the same appeal as a game like Lethal Company, yeah? You go further along in the levels to the different quote-unquote moons, and you find new and exciting and dangerous things that will kill you instantly. Like, you know, I don't own that game, and probably never will, because I've said this before, that game is too hard for me by myself, and it just wouldn't be that fun. Like, I'd play the first moons over and over and over, not making it very far, probably maybe to a second or third, but not a fourth, and just getting tired of it real fast. The Lethal Company popularity is done, I note. Like Helldivers, like Palworld, like everything, it just gets old. Because it doesn't change. Like, the dev of that game, I'm told, is one person, and he was probably frantically working his ass off trying to make stuff to keep people interested in his game, which I'm sure he just said, fuck it, I can't do this. I am one person, I cannot do all of these things. And eventually the community moved on, and the YouTubers that you know, everyone watches play the game moved on to other stuff. It's like, the cycle is, game comes out, is brand new, YouTubers clamor to get early copies, play it because they have it early, they get all kinds of views and clicks and whatnot. The game comes out to much fanfare, they continue streaming it for a time. Depending on how good it is, it may last a few weeks, a few days. In the case of Helldivers, it can go on for months. Same thing with Lethal Company. Months, if not, you know, I mean, I don't think a game has ever been solidly all over Twitch and YouTube for a full calendar year. That would be kind of nuts. Baldur's Gate 3 probably is pretty close to that, though. Because, you know, that was what people considered Game of the Year of... Was that last year? Or was it the year before? I forget. I'm old and dumb. But, yeah, Lethal Company, again, it was fun to watch it, but there's no way in hell I would ever play that game. Because it's just... You know, the content I would get to see versus the content I saw watching it would be way less. And I kind of already have seen it, you know? I mean, I watched someone else play it, so I got most of the haha funnies of it killing them out of my system. And I don't even think I would be entertained if I could even get as far as they did. Because I feel like I'm done. It was like Helldivers 2, I watched Bruce play it like 2-3 times with his buddies, and I was like, okay, I'm ready for the next thing, whatever that is. So some games like Lethal Company, it's good almost every video that gets put out of it. I always enjoyed watching the folks that I watch on Twitch and YouTube play Lethal Company. But if another one came out, I'd probably still watch it just because I would hope there would be new stuff. But if it was guaranteed to still be the same old, I probably would like... I don't know, I might watch like a few minutes of it, but I'd probably turn it off and not watch the entire thing. Although, given, you know, it depends on if I have other things to watch. Like, I'm in a bit of a drought right now where I don't have much to watch because I kind of went through all of what I was in the middle of. I think I'm going to start watching Vinny do Final Fantasy IX because I watched him do the classic 7. I'm watching him do Remake, but I've gotten to the part where I'm at in the remake, so I can't go any further until I make progress, so that I don't spoil anything. And I'm kind of out of stuff to watch. There haven't been a whole lot of streams on Twitch of the people I follow, so I'm kind of just relegated to VODs, which... You know, there's plenty of VODs. I mean, there's a couple dozen different games that Vinny played that he's got saved up in his full sauce channel that I can absolutely go through and start going through. There's also some videos from some of the dudes that were part of AH, Achievement Hunter. They still were putting out some videos of like Jeff and Gavin and Andrew Panton and some other folks. I'll say one of them his name was Eric. I think Baudur. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, but some of those lads were playing mini golf. I miss the mini golf streams so much. I know that was a He Who Must Not Be Named thing, but those were some of my favorites. Like, the GTA stuff and the mini golf and prop hunt were like my 3 all-time favorite things. I also tuned in to every single one of every single one of the randomizer videos with Michael and Matt. And I'm going to miss the crap out of those too, because those were excellent. Especially the OOT one is one of my all-time favorite video sets, which I'm really sad is partially unavailable because it was partly on the Achievement Hunter site, which I don't know if that's even still up anymore. So I'm sad that I may not get to watch that anymore. Thankfully, Michael's RE4 randomizer and the Wind Waker randomizer were both on the Achievement Hunter, the YouTube site. So thankfully I can still watch those if I want to, if they're still there, which The ones with He Who Must Not Be Named are there, so I can't imagine they take down their regular content. Especially if it's still making them money. Which, that's kind of a shitty thing for the parent company to do, to keep the content up and keep making money. That even though they, you know, fired everybody and shut the company down. But, you know, that's the way the business world works. The shitty, mean-spirited a-holes at the top always get their money. And everyone underneath them pretty much loses. That doesn't seem like a good place for that. And these ones suck nuts. I'm gonna put that there. Well, that's terrible. That's really bad. Yeah, that's really terrible. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that, actually. We'll wait and see what is available on the next floor, because we might get something good down there. I'm also gonna switch that out so that we have A, a little bit of digging, and B, a good, decent weapon. Not that the red ball spell on my starter wand was terrible. In fact, it might even be better than this, because I think it does more damage, technically. I think it's like if one of the pellets hits, the red ball spell does more, but if all of the pellets hit, then the shotgun does more. Because I think it's like, it says 5 damage, and I want to say that's per projectile. So if it fires 3, then that can be 15, but only if they all hit, which they spread, so they don't always all hit. But I could be wrong. I feel like I'm right, but could be wrong. As usual, don't take my word as gospel, because I very, very, very rarely know what I'm talking about. I kind of want to say that as advice for literally all of the internet. Don't take anyone seriously unless they are like, you know, if it's their job and they have like results or, you know, something to show to prove what they're saying is true, probably don't believe them and take their word for it at face value. Even people who are extremely knowledgeable in the subject can still be basically talking out their ass. Example, Sandy Munro had a video about basically kissing Musk's ass and saying, Musk is actually a fucking brain genius and he's doing all the right things and everyone should be like him. And it's like, no, don't think so. He made a lot of arguments for Musk's decision to lay off a lot of the supercharger people as being a good idea and made business sense. And it's like, it doesn't though. Even if he laid off only the redundant folks somehow, which I don't believe. I feel like it was a more scorched earth, everybody's gone, fuck the entire team kind of thing. And we don't know. We do not, even Sandy Munro himself, I don't think, has the information on who got let go and who didn't. So I don't think anybody can say with reasonable certainty how much of the team is gone and whether or not the supercharger network is going to suffer tremendous outages, maintenance problems, various, shortfalls. In my mind, when I read that announcement, I read the headline that he axed the entire team. I was like, oh, cool. Supercharger network now completely, abandoned. And it's going to turn into shit. And the entire electric car movement in the U.S. is going to basically halt because of that. That was my thought, obviously. I'm not, again, I don't have any more information than Sandy Munro does. But the dude was like singing Elon's praises, and it's like, okay, buddy, you have stakes in the company, you're personal friends with the guy. I'm not gonna fucking take your word for any of this. And in fact, I disagree with him heavily. Because, again, if Musk got rid of all of the non-essential personnel, whatever that means, the people that stay, if any, are gonna be bogged down with a ton of extra work. And it's gonna make them way slower at their jobs. And we were seeing, there was stories about people waiting in lines in New York because they didn't have enough capacity. So the news that the team responsible for maybe relieving some of that congestion being gutted completely, sounds like a lot of people in New York are probably going to be like, you know what? Fuck EVs. And, the cities, as small geographically they are, contain a lot of our country's population. And thus account for a greater proportion of the EV ownership. So if they decide fuck EVs, and the Midwest is basically anti-EV completely, even though we're not, I'm just, generalizing, then the movement itself may die on the vine. I mean, time will bear this out, of course. We will see what happens. And I honestly don't think that EVs are going to come to an end just because the supercharger network team got gutted. I don't think that for a second. But it's not good. Obviously, when a thing is new and struggling, the last thing you want to do is cut support for that thing. So, not good. I feel very, as much as I don't like Musk for his politics, I do want to see companies like Tesla succeed, because I am kind of sort of a tree hugger, in the sense that I want the world to reduce emissions, and I want the green planet to not be brown and shitty. I do not want Wall-E to come true, I don't want this place to turn into a goddamn garbage heap. No one does. I don't think any person would say, yeah, I want this planet to turn into a dump. My reasoning for feeling that way, apart from just, appreciating nature's beauty and all that, is, we live here. This is our home. And Musk wants to go to Mars. Musk wants to colonize, populate Mars, and that's really fucking cool of him that he wants to do that. But even though he has yet to make this happen, and I'm not sure he can, I feel like he might be able to, because the dude's very, very focused, and usually he goes gung-ho to get what he's after. The dude is very, 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 very determined to do a lot of things. But getting to Mars is not currently a thing we can do. And, you know, if we were able to get there, we would not certainly be able to survive there. So, for that reason, you know, Earth is the only place we can habit right now. This is the only place we can live at the moment. So we should do our part to keep the planet livable so that we don't immediately all die, right? But, you know, we're not gonna immediately all die. We're gonna live for a good long while. We'll be okay. We'll be fine. Pollution is not at a level where we're on death's door, and we won't be there for a while. It's gonna take an awful lot of continued pollution and shittiness. And, you know, we're working on cutting emissions. We're making some progress. We're probably not making enough, but we're working on it slowly but surely. And like I said, I want EVs to succeed. I want, you know, and other vehicle types that are not necessarily EVs to succeed. We want to get to reduced emissions however we possibly can. So, a lot of us are mad at Elon for what we think he is essentially shortchanging Tesla and making it shitty on purpose. Maybe not, you know, maybe he might not be trying to destroy his own company, but a lot of us feel very strongly that he's making mistakes. I do not have this equipped on anything, so I think we unfortunately have to give up on our goal because I feel like there's no way. I can't go to the Holy Mountain to change out wand stuff. So even if I found a wand to put this in, pretty much my only hope at this point is to find one with it already in the wand on this level. And I'm already at less than half health. Because of a fucking sniper that shot me like 3 times. But I guess that whole rant that a lot of people probably didn't necessarily want to hear, but they were kind of forced to anyway, was a roundabout way of saying that some people talk out their ass and don't really know what they're saying, and you should form your opinion of your own accord based on factual information and not just random ass YouTube videos or, you know, people on the internet. Like, as I said, don't take my word for things. Even though I have a beef with Musk over his handling of Tesla, doesn't mean you have to. So yeah, like I said earlier, probably switch over to Cyberpunk but I wanted to play a little bit of this just for fun. See if we can get something uncovered in those places I mentioned before. We need a wand that can do laser stuff. Or a black hole wand also would work. But we need something to that effect in order to get through. I don't think this will work. It's got a better recharge. Slightly better recharge. There's the wall, so we have to go down at this point. So the magical temple has another like altar with a book and some stuff on it, but it doesn't have, I don't think it has any wands, so I'm not gonna go in there. I'd probably die 2 seconds in anyway. Kill myself if I fire directly at the wall. Yeah, I would have. I think I would have. Jesus. Shit is very powerful. Shame I'm almost dead. My only hope at this point is to go down and get my health back, which means we will get 0 progress in finding secret things. And as much as I beefed up the shotgun pellets, it's not gonna mean shit even on the next level, because every level the enemies get harder. So your power of damage dealing has to increase exponentially. And I don't think I have increased it enough. Pretty much, yep. That's I need to get what I need to get sooner. I need a teleportation, a laser. I have to have both of those 2 things. Because I have to be able to get up over the tree to the back side of it, or up and over the hump to the desert area. And then I have to be able to dig through solid stone. It's like getting the nuke spell that's over on the right side across the lava pit on this floor. There's a big thing of lava, and kind of towards the middle bottom of that pool of lava is a nuke. It's like a tunnel that leads to an area where there's not lava, an air pocket, And inside of that is a nuke spell. So if I can get that, or I mean, I need to have a similar strat of getting that. I need to be able to dig through the hardest, densest material in the game. So that I can get my way through the walls blocking my access to the things I want to get. Which probably won't even be worth it. It probably will be garbage. It'll probably be like some stupid, crappy wand that's no good. And I'll have wasted my time. Or, as I say, it will be something that kills me. But we won't know until we get to see it. And considering how this is going so far, it doesn't seem like this is going to be the run for it to happen either. Well, we got lots of money now. I mean, not lots, but more, I guess. That thing could just come down a little bit more. I could get that gold that's sitting there. Damn it. I need teleportation or the laser. Not seeing it now. Yeah, unfortunately, none of that is what I need. I don't know what that one is with the X on it. Those are not very good, any of those. Not really worth risking my life over. There's a wand. Doesn't matter. This is why I get tired of Noita and stop playing, is I keep getting the shit that it's like they keep giving me crappier and crappier stuff every run. And it's just like, there's only so much running around in this first area I can stand before I get super duper bored. Do I even want that? Yeah, sure. Better than the stupid, shitty starter wand. Gold pouch, aka more gold. I'll take more gold. Die, asshole. Actually, this wand is not that good. Finally something that's able to actually get me some kills on this floor. I might not die immediately. Like, I didn't even make it past the first floor on those last 2 runs. And I attribute that exclusively to the shitty, awful, garbagey piece of crap wands I started with. It's like the more time I spend shooting the enemy, the more damage I take. The quicker I die. Whereas when I can one-shot every enemy I come across immediately without taking any damage myself, it gives me more time to explore and gather things, and I have more chance of getting to the next floor. Useless. A useless wand. Although I will actually be able to make use of it here. This is the one and only time it is useful is for setting things on fire. Have a potion of mud. Would prefer that be turned into actual water. Bunch of fucking poison shit everywhere. That's useless. Tons of gold. Not very many wands, though. Oh, there's some fucking water, jeez. Well, this has been very unsuccessful. I think it's time we move on to the next area. Hopefully there'll be something good in here. Nope. Absolutely the fuck not. This is not helpful at all. That's some of the worst crappy ass garbage I've yet seen. This is probably the worst run I've had so far. Because I have nothing to spend the gold on. All of this is crap. Every last one of these is useless. So, I gotta make it all the way to the far left side of this area and hope to God I find something worthwhile. Shit. Just get over there in the corner. I'm trying to get it right there and blow it up. Shit. Is this worth it? Is this wand worth it? No. Based on that number right there, man, a charge speed 10. No. Sucks. Look how slow that shit recharges. Fire all the spells out of this thing and take 20 minutes to reload that shit. The good news is, it does have some decently good. The blue ball spell is the better of the starting spells. So, you know, we can take that, put it on the wand, my first wand, so it doesn't recharge crazy slowly. that one's probably pretty good. Yeah, it shoots out a lot of pellets. It's got a lot of scatter, though. That one just does blood cloud. Shits out clouds of blood constantly. So, no actual attack on that one. Here, you want me to demonstrate this? Here, let me show you. That's what it does. It makes blood mist. Not particularly helpful in a crowd of enemies. Never leave them enemies alone. They fucking exist in the area, kill them. I'm gonna leave the teleporting guy alone, because he kind of sort of just sits around. He doesn't, I mean, he teleports around at random, but he usually doesn't, like, move around. So as long as I kind of stay out of sight of him, should be okay. I mean, I would probably prefer him be dead than alive, but... and that's why. Great. Hopefully they can't fit through the hole. So I just sit here pumping their asses full of death. Come on, man. Get through there. That was close. Let me go up here. a lot of gold. But I have a feeling it's not going to do me much good. Based on how crappy the fucking selection was in the last Holy Mountain. I'm going to guess that there will not be very many good things in the next one. And even though that guy seems like he is not a threat, I always kill him because the thing he does is he heals enemies. He's not very good at it, thankfully, but that's what he does. That's why he's shooting the enemies and they're not dying, because he's healing them. I think. I'm pretty sure that's what he does. Because I looked it up one time. I was like, this guy always shoots enemies with his little blue gun, and he doesn't ever seem to do anything. And I think it's because he heals them. I think. I'm like 90% certain that's what his function is. That's cool. And I'm dead. Cool, good. Very good. Okay, good. Yeah, I was gonna say, it'd be awesome if I could get the blue ball spell. That would be good, and I have it, so. Let's get rid of this, because this is useless. So we can find some water to put in there instead. And hopefully this first Holy Mountain will not be total crap. I seem to get the laser spell often enough that I can almost count on it. And that alone might be an acceptable get. We may not need teleportation, because we can slowly dig our way through our obstacles and end up where we want to be. It's just going to take a lot longer because we won't be able to get right to the spot we're trying to dig through. And traveling across the desert floor will take much longer. So really, the teleport is kind of necessary if we want to do this thing the right way. I used to hate the teleport ones. I used to think they were trash. And they are not good for combat. And nor are they good for digging. But I have found that if you shoot it at a wall repeatedly, if the wall is thin enough, you will go through it. So that is actually nice. It is not quite digging, but it is close. We don't want to fight Fire Wizard because he is too much of a hard ass. We have no water, so we cannot afford to be too terribly reckless. Look how that immediately destroyed most of that. Perfect. That spell is not very good, but that's okay. Got a nice selection of wands. And if we could just get the spells that we need to put in them. If I get what I need as far as wands and spells, I will focus very hard on just getting to the places I want to go. I won't bother looking around for new wands or anything like that, because we've wasted so much time already. There is no need to waste further time. It's always satisfying to get those guys with the fireball. A nice, chunky, fiery hit of death. Shiny orb. I was wondering what that sparkling shit was. Looks like we're out of wands up here. Yeah, I think we're pretty well out of wands. Oh, wait, we got a chest. What's in the chest? It is a potion of freezing liquid, which we do not need. Perhaps we missed something over here. We did. It's pretty much the same as that. Might as well swap it. That way we have variety of spell. It's not a particularly good wand, but I do enjoy slicing the shit out of my enemies. Oh yeah, there's a tablet over here that I keep missing, and I watched my video. I missed entirely that the thing translates while you're standing next to it, so I didn't have to throw the eyeball at all. Heal all the diseases of the flesh. No, I don't think there's a consequence for kicking that in. I've done it many times. Okay, nothing really good here. That's reasonably decent. Still no teleportation and or laser, so we're still probably not gonna get where we want to be. That should burn its way over to this. Very, very slowly, that will burn all of that crap out of the way. It'll take forever, though. Once it burns to about there, we can throw down some TNT and get through. Could throw some TNT in there and make it go a little faster, but I might as well just be patient. Because we only got 16 of those, and I prefer to save them for when I need them. It bounced and rolled. Alright, good money. Idiot. Just walked to his own freaking death like a moron. To be fair, I've done that myself a few times. Once again, this lava is kind of sort of doing some work for us. If it burns it out enough, I can just get in there and use no TNT. But it's going to happen entirely too slowly, so up so we don't burn to death, which we're burning anyway. This might be a new spell that I've not used before. Whoa. What the hell is this? It creates gun... What? Why does it create gun... Oh, I see. Wow, that's a very weirdly specific spell. And it has some kind of teleportation aspect to it. Oh, I see. want it. It does have the potential to create a way to get through material endlessly, but I don't like it enough. The hell's that? A white hole. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's real weird. I hate to get rid of my slice, but it gets me killed too much. Blue ball is better. Okay, let's see what this white hole can do. It's basically a black hole, but it's white. And there's something that can help me dig. And it's got the teleport bolt! Yes! Perfect! Absolutely perfect. Alright, we are in the money. We got a white hole, and we have teleportation. Let's get out of here. We have what we need. Let's do it, chat. Let's make the magic happen this time. We will go and see some shit that we were not able to see before. I just have to get to the fucking bottom of this hole. Okay, move that way. I've created a reasonable hole with which to squeeze through. There was an enemy, but thankfully I am immune. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. The green firebolt thing is probably better, honestly, because it probably creates a huge explosion when it hits. But I think I like this better, because now I have an extra one. Well, it doesn't destroy enemies in its path. Oh yeah, you guys don't hurt me anyway. I keep forgetting I have that. Damn it. I don't want to be here. I need a spell that shoots quite quickly. Oh my god. White hole. Get me the fuck out of here. Oh, thank God. We live. I like that spell, but it gets me killed too easily. So we're gonna put this on here. We're gonna get rid of that, because that's unnecessary. We're gonna get rid of these. I like having this, but I need something to do the teleport with. So we're gonna put that in a back seat for now. Okay, so now our objective, as it was yesterday, and since I discovered all these fun new things that I can't get to, now it is time for crab. Please God, don't die already. Enemies there. Jesus. Thank God for this teleportation thing. Okay. Technically, we could get the nuke. Because I do have white hole. I have 6 white hole. Heed my warning or death and decay will follow. Yeah. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Where be the nuke? That was a nuke, I thought, but I guess it is not anymore. Unless it's somewhere else. Maybe it would have been a nuke initially, and then once you find it, it turns into nothing. I mean, it's a heart, it's a health upgrade, but you don't actually get any health until you fill it back up at a holy mountain, and we're not going to another holy mountain, so it doesn't matter. Our potential health is not our actual health. I like how there's still enemies in here. Okay, well let's first go this way, because the watchtower was not always there. So the watchtower may not be there, and we may not have anything to do on this side. We're not going in the pyramid because I have too little health for that, and I want to see what's inside the tree first. Actually, we're closer to the tree, so let's just do the tree. Because the tree may result in, like, nothing anyway. It may just be shit, and we don't care anyway. Okay. So we are at the tree. And here's the ledge that we were at yesterday with this weird fucking statue. And now we're gonna use white hole to tunnel our way through here. Oh my goodness. What is this? Oh. Can I do this? Can I do this? I don't think I can do this. I have to be at a place where I can actually load it up, right? So you have to take this crap to a holy mountain and throw spells in it, and then you can use it. And I bet you dollars to donuts, since this is a music thing, it has to do with the stupid music things being held on the little hands out on the top. So I bet you can do stuff with those and play some fucking song. But, like I said, we're not going to Holy Mountain, so we can't do that anyway. We've already expended all of our Holy Mountains getting here. And the only way to do any further is to go where we cannot get back anymore. Which, technically, we could dig up through the ceiling, I guess. But we would need, like, infinite white hole or something of that effect. And we don't have that, so this was largely useless. But it is interesting to see that we have all of this nonsense in here. I could pick up all these spells, but then they would take up room in here, and honestly, I don't really think I want them. Because I can't do anything with them right now anyway. Okay. Let's go see if the watchtower's there. Whoops, I clicked outside the game. Sorry about that. Well, if the watchtower's not there or it's a dud, we can just go to the fucking pyramid. See what's in there for a change. I'll tell you what's in there. Death. But, you know, there might be some fun wands or something in there. But I want to see the watchtower first. That's the thing that is most intriguing to me now. Because I've already been inside the pyramid. It's kind of like one of the last levels of the game in aesthetic and enemies, and it's just generally a dangerous place, which not great considering we have very little health right now. But what I'll probably end up doing, which doesn't honestly really much help because it doesn't appear that there's even anything down there. I could just burrow in from the top with my white hole, but our wand radar is not even picking up any wands, so there's not probably really much even of a reason to be there. Since there's no wands, I mean, you know, what else is there to be in there? So here is the white, or like this weird circular doohickey that I've destroyed a few times. And then there's this. But you can't pick up the... like, you can't pick that thing up. I played with that yesterday. I couldn't figure out how to make that thing do anything. Here it is, the watchtower. I wonder if destroying that blue ball causes the watchtower to disappear. That might be the case. So here's the lava in sort of a square pattern. So what we would need to do to get in there is we need to fire off a white hole so that it drains out the lava and makes us a path in. So we'll hang out here, wait for the lava to go away, which may take a while. And then we'll fire off another white hole into the middle and see what's in there. Probably nothing. It looks like nothing. It looks like there is nothing in there. But it could be one of those things where it only reveals itself if you have the eyeball. Which we do not have. So there's still some residual lava in there. Which we could throw some water on it to make it into stone. Block it off, which I probably do when it's kind of done. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay, so we need another... Oh no! It fired all of the white holes! Oh, it did 2 white holes. Oh, I thought I had 6. And I did, but it fired 2 at once. Great, so we still don't get to see what's in there. Well, that sucks. It kinda, again, it looks a lot like nothing. Man, that's poopy. I'm disappointed. I wanted to see what was in there. It really does look like nothing. Man, that sucks. I thought I had more white hole than that. Unfortunately, there's nothing in here. Just kind of leads up to the lava stuff. You can just kind of like see the bottom, which doesn't help because you can't do anything. Maybe again the eye, if you bring the eyeball, maybe it shows something. Which unfortunately we did not grab. Oh wow, there's actually some area down here even. Oh man, it unfortunately filled in some space down here with lava. So that kind of sucks. So if there was anything down here, we are absolutely not getting it now. Oof. Okay, well, we'll carefully make our way out of here. There's another musical doodad that we can't do anything with. Well, that's a bummer. I wish we had more stuff. Suppose we could do the blowy uppy thing, but actually no, we can't because we can't get in there even. Yeah, there's no way inside. Suppose I could just keep doing this and eventually get through, maybe. It's burning through the mana like crazy though. Let's see. Oh hey, this works. Okay, cool, yeah. We'll just do this. I wonder if this works before I get this thing and fuck myself. Let's see if the watchtower, if the blue destruction ball gets through the lava pit here. I very much doubt it, but it actually is kind of working. Alright, cool. Good deal. We're set to not move. I don't even want to fire my wand off because I don't want it to jostle me at all. If it does, I'm toast. Now what I could do is I could just go up here a little higher and just kind of pew into the side here where I'm not going to get burned up. Okay. That doesn't seem to do anything. I can't even see what's in here. It's like a water with something above it. So this seems to possibly indicate that there is maybe something above the lake, the big lake area. I can't make that out very well. It's very faint. But it looks like there might be, yeah, since we have the teleportation wand, we can kind of check that out. Let's see if there's anything above the watchtower. Yeah, there is. There's stone. I think this pretty much just leads to the terrible spot with the bad enemies that kill me easily. Up here, this area. I kind of wonder if there's anything good up here that's worth exploring this area for. Unfortunately, yeah, we had no opportunity to really see because the stupid scumfuckers killed us. Well, that was anticlimactic. Hi, how are you? I apologize that we're done with Noita, but not really. I mean, new in the sense that I've not looked anything up online and spoiled things, yes, but I have 521.8 hours, mostly me dying, so not really new, but new in that I have not made progress, I suppose. I've gone to the end, I've become gold, but other than that, not much. So I kind of prefer. This is one of the games where I prefer to like see the stuff as I find it. It's like Zelda. I feel like if I look it up, it's just cheating. It's like, oh, that happens. Oh, okay, that's the magic is finding it and figuring it out on my own. And I've come to find that I'm terrible at that. So. Anywho, I'm gonna quickly switch over to Cyberpunk. So if you were here for Noita, I apologize that we're now done with that, but I've got some VODs you can check out if you want to see those, where I kind of did what I was just doing, where I explored the surface a little, and a lot of me dying and getting pissed off, but... yeah, so we're switching to Cyberpunk, so if you are good with that, stay here. If not, you can, again, check out the VODs, whatever you want, but it looks like people were here for Noita, and that was it, so sorry about that, guys. But, yeah, this was going to be a bit of a double header tonight, so give me a brief sec while I end and reset for... Cyberpunk.